Alright, now I promise y'all, this was the last video, or this is the last video before I go ahead and get some sleep. Hopefully I wake up in time to do the conquest map, but if I don't wake up in time to do the conquest map or do any of the content tomorrow, y'all know why. I've been up, it's 5:36 in the morning, and we still grinding out content. All I ask, since we up at this time and everything, is that you please hit that like button or that subscribe button. Tomorrow I'll probably wake up and delete these videos because I don't like them. But we stream on Twitch every single day at 1 a.m. Eastern. We stream today. After stream, I decided to make some content. Let's go ahead and talk about a very important subject that a lot of people have been asking me about. And they're telling me, Blade, what should I do? This, that, and the third. And we're talking about collections, and we're talking about that big next 99 overall collection. So each time we talk about collections, I like looking at the Legends and Flashbacks collection because this is going to be the rubric that they follow. So when we look at Mariano Rivera, you can see that he has each and every single series or set, whichever one of the two you would like to call them, that is available to get in MLB The Show. He also has Jackie Robinson available, and most likely we're gonna need Mariano Rivera for the next one, but we're not going to 100% have to have him, but most likely it's going to be a whole lot easier to complete the next collection. And then when we look at the All-Star game, you're going to see Shohei Ohtani as number 46. Just like the Jackie Robinson set, Shohei Ohtani most likely is going to be one of the players that is going to be available to be used as an exchange for a voucher. Meaning that if you don't have, let's say, all the milestone players necessary in order to complete the next collection, instead you can just use your Shohei Ohtani that you collected. If you don't have all of the second half heroes, you can use that Mariano Rivera card that you collected. And if you don't have all the tops now, you can instead go ahead and use that Jackie Robinson card that you collected. Now, if you want to know the rubric of what to go ahead and follow when we're talking about things like this, you want to go into each and every single set. And my basic mathematical statistic for each and every single one is to go ahead and see how many players in general there are currently in MLB The Show, and then taking around 75% of those players. So for the postseason, and I'll go ahead, I'm not gonna go ahead and like literally edit this into the video, but if someone would be so kind to just write it into the comment section, I would pin the comment and everything. But let's go ahead and look at postseason. You have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and then 29 players. Half of 29 is going to be 14.5. You go ahead and see that you needed 10 to actually go ahead and complete that postseason voucher for Mariano Rivera. So most likely, in order to get whoever the next collection reward is going to be, you're most likely going to need a minimum of 22 postseason players. So I would go ahead and make sure that I have a minimum of 22 postseason players just to be safe. We're going to go into veterans as well. Veterans, it was a lot more taxing. It was 25 veteran players. Why? Because there are a lot more veteran cards inside the game. The game usually goes rookie, breakout, veteran in terms of the cards that are being released. But let's count them all. There's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 47. There's 47. They made us get roughly 25. I think that being safe would probably be somewhere along the lines of at least 35 veteran cards. I would say even 40 veteran cards, because as you can see, a lot of them are low tier veteran cards. So I would say 35 to 40 cards, and you should be safe for the veteran cards. I'm actually going to leave it at 35. I don't think they'll increase it by too much, because I think that they want to continue bringing out big collection rewards like the Mariano Rivera. When we go to the All-Star cards, you need 25 of these as well. You got 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, and then 63. So to be safe for this sucker right here, I would get at least 45. 45 All-Star cards, and I think you should be straight for the next collection reward. Going into breakout, you needed 15, so not so much. You got 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and then in total 31. You needed 15, so roughly half. I would go ahead and get 25 of these suckers just to be safe. If they bring out more breakout cards, then you continue increasing whatever the amount you have. But if you get yourself the minimum right now based on the inventory that they have right now of those specific sets slash series, whenever those new cards come out, you should be good. You needed 20 rookies to get the Mariano Rivera rookie collection. You got 16, 20, 24, 28, and then 32, 36, 40, 44, 45, let's say. I would get roughly 35 as well, just to be safe. 35. 30 is really cutting it. I think 35 just to be safe for the next collection reward, because if it's someone crazy like Mickey Mantle, you best believe they gonna go ahead and push it to nearly 75 to 85% of all of the cards that pertain to that set. For the future stars, there were 10, and in total there's 8. Well, there's gonna be a whole lot. Oh, actually there's not a whole lot. There's 8, 12, 16, 20, and then 22. There's 22 future cards. I would go ahead and get myself 20. I think 20 is perfectly fine because I think they're going to continue rolling out future cards. But 15 to 20 is most likely what you will need. Most of these cards you actually obtain for free, so you might need all 22 or 20 minimum. But 20 would be the safe number for the Future Stars card. For the monthly awards cards, you only needed 10, but in total there are 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and then 32, 36, and 39. To be safe, 15, then you add another 7.5 to it. A safe number would be like 22.5. I'd get 25 monthly awards card just to be on the safer side, because you'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to collections. Trust me on that, because the prices are going to increase big time. For tops now, there were 30 in total. And these might be the biggest ones because they're free and you can get all of them. So you never actually have to stress it. You have 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64, 68, 72, 76, 78 cards. Half of that would be roughly, I believe, 39. So 39, and then half of 39 is roughly not 14. Damn, my math is really, like, it's 19.5, I believe. So 39 plus 19.5 is going to give you roughly about 50. So I'd collect a minimum of 50. I'd even go over 50 and I'd try to get like 60, to be honest, because I don't see why they wouldn't double this, considering most of these cards are for free, and I'm pretty sure the tops now cards would go up in price. Then for signature series, we currently only have 9. And with that being said, 5 signature series cards is probably good enough. Tomorrow, or on Friday actually, we're getting another one, so that's going to push it to 10. And before that new big collection, whenever it does come out, I believe that we should have roughly 12 to 16 signature series cards, and we'll need at least half of the signature series cards because they're not so taxing when it comes to cards like that. For the awards cards, it's not the same thing, since as you can see, there's a full binder of them. So in total, there are 24. I'd be safe with 15. That's what I would say for awards. For prime cards, we only needed 4, and in total, there are 15. So if we only needed 4, and if in total there are only 15, I'd say you're safe with 10 in terms of prime cards. In terms of prospects, you needed 20 previously, and like the ones prior, this is a full binder. So that's going to be 28, 32, 36, 40, 41. I'd be safe with at least 35 of the prospect cards. Second half, you only needed 10. You have 16, 20, 32 in total. So 16 would be half. I'd be safe with 20 to 25. I think 25 just to be 100% safe. But get the 25 that are most cheap. Like, don't go out of your way to spend stubs. If you want, I get the 25 that are most cheap. Milestone cards, you needed 8. Wow, they have a lot of milestone cards, and they're probably the sweetest looking cards out of all of them. You have 16, 20, 24, and then 27. Half of 27 is 13.5. 15 just to be safe. I would say I would even push it to 20, because by the time that new collection reward comes out, there probably is going to be a bigger arsenal. Obviously, for Jackie Robinson, you need all 42 cards. You get all 42 cards, you get Jackie Robinson. And then this is why I say that you'll most likely have this Mariano Rivera, and Mariano Rivera will exchange one of these vouchers if it becomes too difficult for you to go ahead and obtain. And the reason why I say you will most likely have Mariano Rivera is because if you hit the minimum that I just talked about in each and every single voucher, then you're going to go ahead and have enough to lock those cards in. By the way, when you do a collection and you lock cards in, they're in your inventory forever. You're going to have enough to lock these cards in and get yourself Mariano Rivera, no problem. Shohei Ohtani becomes a little bit more difficult, but the packs are going to be available through inning programs, conquest maps, and events as we continue playing the game. So you're going to eventually be able to get Shohei Ohtani, but Shohei Ohtani is going to be someone else that you can go ahead and use as a voucher. Not exchanging it as in you exchange your 99 and get a voucher in return. You can use it as a replacement for a voucher there. Even though it's 5 a.m., I still found the word that I needed to use. But yeah, that would be my biggest advice and suggestion. Tomorrow, you know, if someone pinned the comment whenever I wake up, or if someone commented down the numbers that I said whenever I wake up, I'll go ahead and pin that and make sure that I make maybe a new video or something along those lines where I do have the rubric or a spreadsheet or something like that that will go ahead and allow you guys to follow it. But if you did end up enjoying today's content, hit that like button, or subscribe button. Big content day ahead of me. Hopefully, I'm refreshed and ready to go. As always, I love you all. The hard work, it's going to pay off. I mean, the sun's already out, but it's going to pay off. I promise. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. Without child loyalty, I'm nothing. I love you all. Peace out.